When failure becomes a mindset, it becomes a pattern in your life. Yes, because number one is that fear is now your next door neighbor. It's not anyhow neighbor that like amiibo. Actually, I don't want to try and now I fail and then I'll now be left with dealing with the trauma of failing. I'm going to be talking about self-awareness and clarity. So we're going to be talking about these two things, self-awareness and clarity. And then for me, the first thing on the list for self-awareness is understanding yourself and how you function. Yourself and how you function. How can you make this possible? How can you understand yourself? How will you be able to understand yourself and the way you function? Your temperament. Temperament. Your temperament. Now, what do I mean by temperament? Temperament is responsible for how you behave. This is what is responsible for how you function. This here is responsible. This is what gives this result. This is what brings out this thing in your function. This is what is responsible for the way you behave, the way you act. Do you understand what I'm saying? And basically we have 4 types. We have the sanguine, we have the melancholy, we have the phlegmatic, and we have the choleric. May I know my own? I've taken time to understand myself and understand my temperament, know my strengths and my weaknesses, and then these strengths I tend to influence the weakness with it. Excuse me. So I'm a choleric. I'm a call male. That is to say, some people are 60%, 40%. Me, I am 70% choleric and 30% melancholy. And these things have weaknesses, and oftentimes their weaknesses is going to come in your way of trying to achieve things and all that. So, but then if you understand yourself and how you function, when it's interfering, you'll be able to know that this is this thing trying to spoil something for me. So the best is to understand it, to know it, and then influence the weak part of you with your strength. Okay? So that's why he said, oftentimes you see people say kuchiri. There's a reason why you're telling yourself that kuchiri. It's not like you don't know you should kuchiri, but there's something about you that is trying to come in your way to kuchiri. So it's very, very important that you understand this. That you understand why the spirit is willing, but your flesh is weak. That you understand why you have been given the spirit of boldness, sound mind, courage, and love, but then you're not able to exercise it. The reason why others are coming outside, you are running inside. There's a reason why you come into a place, instead of to mix up and make friends, you are sitting at the corner. There's a reason why talking is problem for you, and then when you come across people that talk, you'll be like, is this one okay? Because it's not your thing. The reason why others are solving issues, putting together one or two to see where and the results they will get, and you cannot even comprehend. You can't comprehend that thing they are saying. Do you understand me? See, we're in a circle in a class, and your teacher is teaching, the others are answering. When now una two they teach together. Now you are in the class when this thing was taught. So when they're not asking questions, your mates are figuring things out in their head, and then as they're answering the question, you'll be asking yourself, Should be I miss class? Is it like, was I in an, I don't understand. Where are they getting all this? Because they've been able to figure it out. But there's a reason why you can't figure it out. Not that you can't, but at that moment, there's a reason. You need to understand this thing proper. So let's come to clarity. Let's come to clarity. Do you know that miracle? What is miracle? What's your definition of miracle? Is it something divine? Is it divine intervention? Or is it coming out of impossibility to a place of possibility? What's your definition of miracle? Something you've not seen happen before, and then boom, all of a sudden it happens. Something you've never been able to do, and then boom, it happens. What's your definition of miracle? So miracle is not only when a blind person, divine intervention, you lay hand on a blind person and the person begins to see. That's not, it's not only that. Now, miracle is also coming out from a place of impossibility to a place, a stand where there is possibility and abundance. Coming out from a state of lack to a state of abundance. Just transformation, basically. Living a particular form, transforming yourself from a particular, into another one. And how is this done? This miracle that has to do with business now. This kind of miracle that has to do with possibility. How does it happen? The powerhouse for that is your mindset. If your mind is not set on the right things, you will not be able to understand this clarity. You cannot be clear. You can't be clear. If your mind is set on impossibility, your world will be revolving around impossibilities. But if your mind is set on possibility, see, as a business person, the best thing you would do yourself is having the possibility mindset. So clarity, your old self, instead of saying, your old self would say, okay, I can't do this. I don't think I can do this. But clarity will say, okay, how will I be able to do this? Clarity will begin to look for solution. Clarity will begin to look for the possibilities. Instead of saying, I can't, say, how can I? What's the possibility? What is the chances? See, business on its own is risk. The day you make up your mind to start business, you have just decided to dabble into a big risk that you're uncertain. It's a 50-50 thing, but you should be clear on the possibilities. Have the end product inside of you. That's why I said your powerhouse is your mind. Your powerhouse. Waiting they bring life for all those things you want to do. Waiting will give them life. Now your mind. Your mind set. What your mind is set on. Is your mind set on failure? They will tell me no. I don't want to fail. I don't want them to tell me no. I don't want to know for an answer. I know they like me person, they tell me no. I don't want if I go now, you tell me no, I'll feel insulted. Let's see. If you are building a brand, drop ego. You don't need it. It's the last thing you need. I don't want to try and now I fail and then I'll now be left with dealing with the trauma of failing. Oh. So, like I was saying, instead of saying, I can't, say, how do I? Say, instead of saying, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but I've tried. Well, I know if you do it. Say, I know I've tried, but I can possibly change my strategies. I can try out new things, Instead of repeating the old things that you've been doing that's not been working, why not be open to try out new things and see if they work? So clarity is what will make you enjoy whatever it is you're doing, because inside of you, you're seeing the end product already. Inside of you, the vision. Habakkuk 2:2. Sorry, I'm a Christian, so I'll always quote scriptures. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision, make it plain so that a herald will run with it. So clarity helps you enjoy whatever it is you're doing, because you have the end product in your head. So what clarity will do for you is to help you connect the dots. Connect the dots and make it make sense. So while you're connecting the dots, clarity keeps you busy so that you'll be able to, like, you're going to lose yourself in the bid to do this. You're going to keep yourself busy with this and not even know. Why? Because you are on a mission, and on that road, something is keeping you busy. Clarity. You're on a mission. You are, say, Wide Road. And okay, I'm in Enugu, and I have a mission of getting to Abakaliki and say in another 30 minutes. I'm just giving you an instance, okay? Everything you want to do in this life, just know that there is a process. See, forget people that will tell you, do this one, make this million in how many days, do this one, do that one. Anything you want to do in life and there is no process, please just gingerly remove yourself from it. Because life itself is a process, is a journey. To be able to achieve certain things, you need patience, you need time. If not, take these things away, you will not achieve anything. So, to get to Abakaliki, I need to find out first how much will carry me there. Okay? I need to find out how much first will carry me there. Get me to Abakaliki. So, I need how much. I need to know where I can get a bus going to Abakaliki. Where? And then you know that because I am not chartering the whole vehicle, I will stay in that bus till it gets filled up. Patience / time. As I am waiting for other passengers to get into that bus, patience. I need patience and I need time. I'm having patience and time is going. So now, as I'm going to Abakaliki, say probably I'm going to Abakaliki to go and teach or something. I'm going to Abakaliki because I have a presentation. I'm going to Abakaliki because I have a business meeting. So whatever it is, I'm going to Abakaliki to go and do. While I'm patiently waiting for others to come in, I take my time to brood on my purpose, my mission. Brood on my mission to Abakaliki. So clarity helps you connect the dots. I don't know if I explain this thing well enough for you to understand what I'm saying. Okay? So clarity will help you enjoy what you're doing. That's basically it. To help you'll be lost in it without you knowing that this thing, and you're going to be happy doing it. That's where passion comes in. Because you're sure, I'm very sure. But know that you should be open for failure. Be open to failure. I tell you with this thing. With my experiences, be very much open to failure. Now, let me tell you why you should be open to failure. Even with your clarity, you're very sure that this thing is going to work. Even with the clarity, everything. Be open to failure. Do you know why you should be open to failure? because you're in a mission, and certainly obstructions will come. Yes, obstructions will come, and that is where you now need people. Remember, as you're in the bus, you are patiently waiting for people to do it, to enter. Probably in that bus, you may meet somebody, get talking with somebody and all that. So, the people you meet on your way to that mission, they are people that are definitely going to help you in that mission. Why? Because if I'm going to, on my way to Abakaliki, and along that journey, I meet somebody that is going towards Abakaliki, but probably not we're not going to the same, maybe the person is going to drop off along the way, or we are going to the same Abakaliki, but then when we get into Abakaliki, we diversify. There is a possibility that that person may know one or two about where you're going. Possibility. So be open to failure, so that when it happens, it's not going to stop you. So many people have dabbled into a mission, and then on the way something happens and then they get stuck, and that's it. They just, cover themselves. Maybe if they thought, they just, decide to stay on that floor where they fail, and their next thing you do is begin to find comfortable reasons why you should remain there. Why? Like why? So, but when you're open to failure, when it happens, when they say have a plan A, plan B, see, being open to failure will help you have plan A, plan B, even C and D. Yes, when you're open to failure. So this one fails, I'm taking this route. Be very much open to failure. It's very important. Very, 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 very important. Even with your clarity, you need it. So that when you fail, you don't go and start killing yourself with the truth. And see, one thing about failure, listen about failure. When it becomes a mindset, when failure becomes a mindset, it becomes a pattern in your life. Yes, because number one is that fear is now your next door neighbor. It's not anyhow neighbor that like amiibo, actually. Yes. So when you are beating, open your fear is dropping, and okay, you don't debate, you won't come out to tell you, come and go now, let me see. So the moment you are done beating and they are whistling, you are wearing your clothes, do this one, that it will come. Brother, let me say they go. And you pause. To now ask you, interview that 500 people are coming to, probably 500 people. You think it's only you. How do you think that out of 500 people they will pick you? Wait till you know. You know, read last night though. Yes, and the fact that you're not prepared. The fact that you're not prepared. We do things by chance a lot. Things don't happen. I won't say that things don't happen by chance, but the possibility is very low. Very, very much low. So if I will tell you, give you reasons, 1,001 reasons why that thing don't happen. And by the time you brood on it, it overwhelms you, and then even if you end up going, some may just get demoralized, and then how many times you don't go interview? Which you don't ever pass. You've not even passed, say they have 3 stages or 2 stages. You never even passed stage 1, not talk of stage 2. Guys say they go, some will be like, oh, it's true. I just respect myself and be doing my barrel pushing thing that I know I'm good in. Mediocrity. Or when you even end up going for the interview, because you've so much built, your mind is set on, you have the fear that you will fail. Definitely you will fail. It's good to be fear is good, but just the tiniest little amount of it that only you knows. You don't pass the message. Don't pass the message that you're scared. Manage it, because definitely it's going to come. Yes, it's going to come. Anxiety, tension, you'll be tensed up. Anxiety will come. Just be anxious. But if you can manage it, how do you manage it? Bible says that when the enemy will come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord God will raise a standard above it. Mindset is how you manage it. What do you set your mind on? Do you have quotes in your head? Me, sometimes when my own come, I'll tell myself, because I've been given the spirit of boldness, courage, love, and sound mind. Do you know what sound mind is? What does it entail? I have it. I chant it. I make it stay there till it makes sense. Till I come out of that fear. So, what am I saying in essence? All this big grammar I'm speaking, brother, sister. Me. Make sure you have clarity. Make sure your mind is set on possibility. And even though your mind is set on possibility, be open. I'm not saying it's a must that failure, that you must, in a mission, you must fail. But what if it happens? Be open to it. If it happens, what will you do next? Do you have a plan B? Do you have an option? It is what it is.